feels like November here in St. Petersburg. It's cool, it's gray, it's playoff weather. It is befitting a World Cup semifinal in front of more than 60,000 fans here in Russia's northern capital. And French coach Didier Deschamps makes one change to the team that beat Uruguay Friday in Nizhny. Blaise Matuidi returns. Mbappe immediately on the run, trying to get around Dembele. His early cross, Griezmann as Nasser Chadli to his right. Will play to him now. Lucas Hernandez trying to get out there, able to close down. His cross dealt with by Umtiti, back in by De Bruyne, and a dangerous spot. Chadli running inside, trying to get back to that touch and a little bit deeper. Eden Hazard driving in. Got a cross away, looking for Lukaku in front. It was actually a dangerous clearance by Umtiti. For Chelsea, a couple of Man United players, Pogba, Fellaini, and Lukaku. Here's Eden Hazard. A little turn inside of N'Golo Kante, who lost his footing behind the plate. Long run for Hazard, not going to get there. Varane is advancing to the left. Lucas Hernandez, immediate cross in. Griezmann almost got a touch. Great little hip shimmy to get away from Dembele into the space. Mbappe running in and late to react.
The ball up in those spots. Nice little shake there to get rid of Dembele, and he is looking for Mbappe, who just take.
Paul Pogba clipping it in. Mbappe's onside. Can he get a control? How about Giroud
in the middle?
Lukaku running in front of Kevin De Bruyne. Kante trying to catch him from behind. And the touch in. Dembele wins the header in the air. De Bruyne touch inside for Eden Hazard. His shot pulls wide.
The little flick right here by Kevin De Bruyne is sublime. Just look at this. Look over his shoulder. He knows exactly where Hazard is. I think he has more time than
now. Numbers filtering in for France. That ball in from Matuidi. He's going to get there on Witzel, who closed him down to the last second. What's the decision? It's going to be a goal kick. It's Argentina. Mbappe had two that night. Mbappe running to the byline, trying to get around. Got the head to it first. De Bruyne muscled off, and Matuidi right to Courtois. Hazard is there. Pavard defending him. Hazard driving in. Hazard letting fly. That was right in front. Took a deflection out for a corner. That was on frame. Lloris was at full stretch.
Oh, and it could have gone anywhere. Such a dangerous strike as he hits this with venom.
Chadli. De Bruyne wants it. Clipping it back in, looking for Fellaini. A flying punch. De Bruyne. Space to play this in, looking for Fellaini. And again at the near post. Took a bounce through. The shot through traffic. What a save! Lloris. Full stretch to push that past the post.
What a fantastic save here from Lloris. He sees it late. It's through traffic, and he doesn't guess. He waits for the strike.
Umtiti, Giroud was calling for it. It's meant for him. Can he get that touch? Not enough to do anything with it.
This is a really good run, though, from Olivier Giroud. A striker that typically wants to come in and get.
Matuidi, Fellaini there to meet him. Matuidi trying to get around. He and Chadli. He's going to get there. That ball was out of space for De Bruyne. Lukaku wants to cross. De Bruyne now gets it in. Right in front. Umtiti was there as Varane missed it. Play for Pavard. He'll clip it in. Giroud steered the header wide of the near post, though.
Well, they were looking for their target man. No pressure on Pavard.
As we said, among the club teammates, those two, Giroud and Thibaut Courtois, Chelsea, Eden Hazard. Speaking of Chelsea, got around one, got around two. Pogba trying to recover, still couldn't. But Hazard runs out of space. An awfully impressive run.
I mean, he's just so good on the dribble, John.
Giroud, the second touch. Griezmann trying to get there. Company it does. Leg it back in. Giroud couldn't get contact under Dembele's pressure. Chadli, back of Chadli, falls kindly for Antoine Griezmann. Took a touch around Witzel and puts the shot in the stands.
Witzel, he dives in here. He's very...
Fonte now on the run. And Giroud behind him. Brought it Griezmann for Mbappe, who got him behind in the middle. Giroud, a chance. Couldn't quite get his body right there on that.
Oh, what a chance. And it's France starting to come to life. And I think him...
Just going straight up the middle. Matuidi running in front of him. Still Griezmann from distance. Pulls it well. Mbappe. Back into the middle for Antoine Griezmann. His shot was closed down and blocked by... Mbappe in for Pavard. He found the space. His shot saved. Courtois got an outstretched foot to it.
Well, if you remember Neymar and all the defenders he draws towards him, look at this. 3 Belgian defenders. 100% fit, so we'll see if that's a change they might make at halftime.
Mbappe trying to nutmeg minutes in the training room, try to get him healthy. Mbappe, 1v3, deflected cross. Able to lay it back for Pogba, trying to hold off Dembele, who holds him down. Free kick in a great position for France.
Well, this is Antoine Griezmann range as well.
Witsel for De Bruyne. Crossing in for Lukaku. A mistake by Umtiti that Lukaku is unable to take advantage of.
But I was just getting ready to say we've barely called Lukaku's name in this game. Umtiti.
Here it comes, perhaps Matuidi at full stretch, trying to get back to it. De Bruyne got the touch. Hernandez had lost, playing for his country. Mbappe running in from the right. Got around a couple different players, including Axel Witsel. Crossing in, Lukaku couldn't get it on target. But a good start to the second half.
It is.
Back in for Chadley. He'll hook it in. Fellaini just knocked away by him. Got the header. It's going to find the feet of De Bruyne, trying to play for Lukaku. Umtiti was there. He needs some help. De four. Matuidi in for Giroud with a turn. It was blocked by Company. It's out for a corner.
This is good from France, though, because Matuidi takes an excellent spot. Chadley has to come out and close the ball down, and it leaves the space in behind him. Right there.
Griezmann, the ensuing corner. Swung in. Header on frame. The opening goal. Samuel Umtiti. Is that the goal that puts France in a World Cup final? Stay on their feet as Hernandez plays it back in. Mbappe, what a ball for Giroud! Just enough of a block there. Ball still loose. Courtois a touch. That was a very tight offside decision.
This is filth of the highest order. It's time.
Matuidi making a run in the middle. Here it comes for Blaise Matuidi. Alderweireld, the defender. Matuidi cuts back on Fellaini. Mbappe running the byline. Mbappe trying to get a cross away. Fellaini, the late recovery. It's going to be behind. No, it is going to be a long run. Got there on the byline. The cross in front, up in the air by Varane. De Bruyne couldn't get full contact.
I think Pogba does just enough here to put De Bruyne off as his eyes go wide.
Out for Mertens. Mertens got a cross in for Lukaku. Flying punch by Mertens. His cross in. Fellaini got the header to him and put it wide.
Well, Dries Mertens on this right side is just putting cross after cross into the box.
Engineer, another comeback in the knockout. Griezmann able to bring it under control. Antoine Griezmann. Giroud. Bodies in there for Belgium. His cross. Varane there to meet it. Alderweireld holds it in. Couldn't. Rickens the substitute. Mertens got a cross in. Fellaini trying to get there. He was held up in the other semifinal. De Bruyne from Hazard. De Bruyne could not get that on target.
Finds a nice space here. Kevin De Bruyne. Little slip pass from Eden Hazard. Pass and goal.
That have been together for years now. Play some of the top clubs in Europe. That's Paul Pogba. Hazard. Lukaku. Hazard. A lot of traffic in there. Is that a foul? No, says the referee. Everyone stopped for a moment. De Bruyne came to pick it up. Hazard is still down. Running through, got it away for Lukaku, the return, great tackle by Varane, Witsel picks it up, save made, rebound, and it'll be played out.
Oh, as this one comes out, Witsel gets a great strike on this one. Lloris sees it all the way, and it's a strong punch. It comes through the leg of N'Golo Kanté.
Matt gets to their first ever final. Nasser Chadli cutting back in the substitute, totally so. Now the cross into the back, picks it up. Kanté trying to wrap him up. Still Eden Hazard on the ball. Referee De Bruyne clipping it in. It was Nzonzi there, redirected in front. Chadli trying to recenter, was blocked by Pavard. Mbappe able to get it clear. De Bruyne driving it in. Lukaku just beyond him. Maybe just a whisper of a touch off it. Kevin De Bruyne is within the 10 yards. De Bruyne poked it away. That Mbappe. Milking a few more seconds off. Is he going to get a yellow card for that? And might Witsel as well for the way he dumped him. N'Golo Kanté. Pogba picks it up. Griezmann's opening up to seal the game. Antoine Griezmann. Corentin Tolisso. Mbappe working on Company. De Bruyne crossing in. Lukaku let it go. Didn't find Batshuayi. He came awkwardly. The Belgium an awful long ways from where they need to go. Eden Hazard cutting it back on Antoine Griezmann. Paul Pogba getting it away. Corentin Tolisso. Save Courtois. But it might just have milked the final minute of the clock because it does give France a corner. Reached the final. There is the final whistle. France has punched the first ticket to Sunday's World Cup final. Didier Deschamps talked about a team less of experience but more of ambition and certainly now quality. and they will await the winner of tomorrow night's game between England and Croatia to see who they will play against in the World Cup final on Sunday. Let's send you to our Red Square studio as it finishes here in St. Petersburg. France 1, Belgium 0.